Whammo.
Top of the morning, everyone.
Top of the morning.
Yes.
Top, not the bottom.
It's the top of the morning.
Yes.
If
there's
anyone
always
thinks
fun.
this is late at night
It's too good.
and that we've been drinking, you're wrong. This is early morning. We've just had breakfast. All right, go ahead.
That's so true. So true. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Dose. Jeremy Kleven here. Joined by the magician, Mr. Mark Hutchins, and the furry animal behind the glass, Mr. Byron Filson.
The furry animal. That's always the best. I love the furry animal behind the glass. It's just spectacular.
He is furry.
He is. However,
yes.
spectacular, too.
Oh, thank you. Hey, gents, let's get a plug out there real quick. We got a big class today. This is actually a big opportunity for the producers out there that maybe you did 3, 4, 5 million this year and you're trying to get to 30. One of our lending partners, Greg Gale, with Nova, one of the top producing, lenders, around. I don't know the exact statistics. I'm not going to butcher anything, but we got a class on the path or a roadmap to 30 million. So for the folks out there that are trying to increase their business, this is something that you should attend today in the Scottsdale office to really help you get on that correct roadmap. So it's 2 p.m. Scottsdale office, 2 p.m. roadmap to 30 million, and it's going for about an hour and a half. So from 2 to 3:30 today.
Get ready to get your mind blown.
Yes.
All right. Russell said the other day, there was a couple links he was looking for. So what you guys want to do is real quick, you go to number1homeagent.com.
That's
Make sure it's the number one.
N-U-M-B-E-R.
Yes,
and then
numeral one. Yes. So you're going to put number one, but it's the numeral number one.
Homeagent.com.
So number1homeagent.com. What you want to do is type in enemy line.
Enemy line in the search field.
Yes, in the search field. And what happens is there's going to be 2 links that come up. And you could elaborate quickly if you want, but what it's going to do, it's really going to help you guys. And I'm going to share the link with everybody. So and if you want it personally, reach out to me, Mark at my home group. I'll send you the link. To really lay out your goals, right? Yep. To lay them out properly, write them down. So go ahead, Russ, and just maybe elaborate a little bit
how
on
to write a goal out, because goals must be in writing, but how to write them, how to word them, that's probably the most important thing. If you have a goal like, let's say I'm going to sell $10 million a year, you could spend the rest of your life never doing it, and yet your thought is working perfectly. Because I'm going to puts it in the future, which says I'm not doing it yet.
Right.
So the goal must be stated as though it's already a done deal. I am selling $20 million a year. I'm a $20 million a year person. I'm a $20 million a year agent. Then after, this is in detail at those 2 blog posts, after you state the goal in writing, you're going to have thoughts that are contrary, that are in your universe, because you could go, well, that goal is not a fact yet in the physical universe. So what? You can make it true, and those thoughts that you have and how they come in that actually would prevent you from achieving the goal unless you isolate them and write them down too.
Yes.
Getting your negative thoughts written down so that you'd be able to, when they come back in on you, when you're tired or hungry, to recognize them for what they are. Toxic thoughts you do not want to be in agreement with. I one time was giving this particular presentation in some other city, and a woman, she was from Alabama, and she said, well, what do you do, Russell? Do you burn the list? And I said, no. And she said, well, what if there's something on the list that's really, really real? I said, make sure, well, so you have an idea that would go on the toxic thought list, but it's a real thing. I said, make sure you get that on your list of toxic thoughts.
Right.
Make sure you get that really real one on the list, because you're saying, here's a thought I have that's in direct conflict with my goal, and I've already decided this is a real barrier I can't overcome. Well, you've got to overcome it, and the first way to overcome it is recognize it for what it is, a horrible idea to be in agreement with. So anybody can change their mind about anything. What you want to change your mind about is you take the things that are important to you, your goals. I'm not telling you what to want, your goals, and you state them as though it's a done deal. And then you take every single thought you can dig up that's in conflict with you achieving that goal, and isolate it as something for you never to give weight or power to again. And how to do that is on those 2 blog posts.
Love
You're
it.
going to get from me, and you can also go on there and get it. So again,
Love it.
Number 1.
As the number itself.
Yes,
Right?
the number 1, homeagent.com.
Very good. Very good.
So last year, when
Can you
Russ
believe
was
it's
on,
been a year ago
and
since
it's been
we
a year.
had you on the show?
We're
here?
going to end with this because it was fun last time, and we're going to do it again, and we're going to let Russ ad-lib a bit. But Jeremy did a little fire out some questions, so
Hey,
I kind of wanted to fire out some similar questions, and let's see if some of the answers have changed a bit. You know, because I think potentially there could be some different answers, and I'm excited for what they are. So
I like to see myself. Let's go.
This is, I'm not prepared. We talked about before this segment that I should be prepared with some questions, and it didn't feel as authentic. So we're just going to come shoot right ahead. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Same.
What's your favorite dinner?
Steak. Maybe halibut, or I think if I were right now thinking, maybe grilled halibut might be one of my favorite dinners.
Well, we're going to dinner after this, so maybe we'll get that going for you. Favorite drink?
The Gentleman Jack, no question about it.
You're welcome.
That's
You're
changed
welcome.
since
That's
last
from
time.
Byron. That comes from Byron.
Yeah, Gentleman Jack, no question.
Because you're a gentleman.
Well, I don't know if that part's true, but I love Gentleman Jack.
Who's your favorite agent in town?
My favorite agent in town. Now, last year I said Brett Tanner, and I still adore Brett, but probably right now me. I'm my favorite agent in town.
Now the answer changed, folks. I love it.
And I'll tell you why. I now do all the return seller calls in my office.
I love
Wendy
that.
does
You were
some
saying
of them,
that.
but I'm now doing all the calls. Last year at this time, I did almost none. I didn't.
Or nothing, for that matter.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm working. I'm now actively on a real hands-on. I mean, I'm talking to pretty much every customer that comes in the door, and the conversion process, I'm personally doing
A lot
that
more
now.
hands-on.
Well,
we were talking about people want you.
If I had to guess, have your numbers gone up, or
We had the best fourth quarter that we've had since 2006.
And I was just going to say, there's
And
no
we're
doubt in
starting
my
into a
mind
first quarter
that
that's
you
gonna
will
be
not.
killer.
Exactly.
So what are the things in your business, agents out there, that you can control just like that to help you get better? Who's your least favorite agent in town? Who's been trying to steal more listings of yours than anyone else?
I have had more fun.
I know Mark's in the room, so maybe we'll tread
I have
lightly.
had more fun talking about agents stealing my listings, and
It's
had more
the greatest post ever.
and
I got to
the
say.
other agents that love to write about how they're stealing my listings. I don't have any fear of others. Here's the thing: if someone can, this last year, for example, I had a guy from a title company write to me, and he goes, "You came in number 2," like I didn't know it. And I said, he said, but we could talk about why Beth Ryder was number 1. And I said, I already know why Beth Ryder was number 1, but she still beat me. And I could say, well, she got all of her business because of a builder. What difference does it make?
Right.
I got all of mine because of radio and TV ad. Right. What difference? Like, why would I say, oh no, I really beat her if only if you made, no, she beat me on units.
Yeah.
So I was number 5 for the year, last year. In volume for all of Armless, I was number 2 for units.
Yes, you were.
But, you get people go, well, he has assistants or she did this. Hey, the number's the number. And when you set out to be a top agent, you're probably not going to want to have a goal like, I'm the number 1 agent in all really? What, in all categories? In fatness? In number of diseases you had? What the hell? And there's a certain point. I mean, what difference does it make? And, let's say somebody's you look in martial arts, and the guys that are the unbeatable champions, they get beat.
Right.
So, but that doesn't mean they aren't still champions. Like Chris Weidman, who was the welterweight, he took the title away from Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
And then he was undefeated, and he just got beat.
Yeah.
And I posted a thing the other day on Facebook. He actually said, I'm so happy I lost that fight. Chris Weidman, he's a really super cool, an amazing athlete. And he says, I'm happy I lost that fight because it's helped me to grow as a person and as an athlete.
Yeah, bring it back down to reality.
You can never be number 1 forever.
Keep the questions going. Are you okay if I change my profile picture to your headshot?
Yes, I actually want more agents to use my profile, my headshot.
Wait till you guys see what happens.
For those
Wait
of
till you see what happens.
No, seriously, there's people out there using their own stupid, ugly faces.
And by the way,
I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of using my own too.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Most
It's
of you,
dumb.
compared to me, I'm so good looking. No, seriously, if you were to take the picture I currently use for my headshot and make it your headshot, do you know what a better place Facebook would be?
I mean,
Oh,
do you, I mean, the
I'm with
attraction we're going to get. I mean,
Yeah,
I know
You'll get more business.
My picture currently has magical eyes that
Yeah,
look at you, but I really have to change them to yours.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
Yeah.
This is great.
And I've got another question.
Yeah,
you know,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Come on in.
Act as though it's
what's your favorite car? What's your car of choice?
The car I
see what
drive.
you drive.
No, I have
but
a
that
Porsche.
can't be
I
your
have a Porsche.
Yeah, I've heard that.
that I never drive. And let me tell you, it's a 2000 C2 cab. It has a supercharger, a Vortex supercharger. It's got about 42,000 miles on it. And it's got 420 horsepower. It's in virtually perfect condition. And I never drive it. And if someone's interested in a car like that, send me an...
I think Byron.
let me know, because I really want to give it to a good home. Not give it, but sell it.
Okay.
Because it's
And-
stupid. The car I drive
should.
every day, and it's the favorite car I've ever owned. It's a BMW X5. It's the 3.6 or 3.5.
The one you're driving now.
The one I'm
Right.
driving now. I like that car. I've had it for a year. I like that car better than any car I've ever owned. It's my fourth BMW, and it's my second X5. And it's got streaming Bluetooth audio. I let that Sirius XM go, and they wrote me back. You can have it for $100 if you'll come back. I don't need it. I have all these, like Apple and Rhapsody in my phone. I can
Did
stream
you
it
tell
from
them
there.
you have a flaming eagle on the hood of the car?
No, it's just an ordinary silver. I like the car because it goes as fast as I'm ever going to want to go anymore.
And can we make part 2 of your video? We made a video of you.
Yeah.
You know the video that Jeremy and I made, where it's me.
You remember the video that we
you,
made of-
you and
of-
Tom Shane.
Yeah, you can do that.
Can we make a part 2?
For everyone out there, if you haven't seen this video, just
you
go
can
on.
make a part 2. What do you want to do? You want me to do something? You're just going to do it.
We could have some fun with that, and I think we may. But
All right.
if you go and check out 2 Arizona legends, or a tribute
Our tribute,
Yeah.
right?
to 2
No, it was
Arizona
funny,
legends.
very funny stuff where you were making fun of him and me, but I didn't know who he was before you did
Right,
it.
isn't that funny? I love it. And then we hear you two both the most. Jeremy, you're dying
no,
to
I
say
got
it.
some more
Go.
questions.
I'm gonna fire.
Who's your favorite My Home Group agent?
My favorite, my home group agent would have to be a toss-up between Daniel Barraza and Erica Newman.
Okay.
Daniel,
For the
I'm in
same
love with-
reason or
no,
just-
very
okay.
different reasons. Very, very different reasons. I'm madly in love with Erica, and Daniel.
all right.
I have the deepest respect for, having talked to him, like really, actually, sit down and chatting with him. He's such a nice guy, and he's had such spectacular results.
Yep.
Yes.
And he's such a simple. When I say simple, that's a compliment. He doesn't have a compliment.
No, you're
He just
right.
decides what he's going to do and does it.
And he does it.
Yep.
And another guy that he just impressed the hell out of me. A young man, Steve Panatti, I think.
Yeah,
his
Panatti,
name is.
yeah.
Panatti.
Yep.
Yeah.
He came up to me and introduced himself to me at some dumb thing I was doing in Tempe that was some real estate related deal at the Improv. And he was there to have sushi with friends.
Right.
And anyway, I was so taken. He just in his first year sold 30 some homes.
He's
Right
kicked
out of
butt,
the
man.
chute.
Yep.
Bought his mother a home. And he's sold so far in 15 months about 50 houses.
It's very
and he
impressive.
came to one of my classes. I teach success classes for agents every month at my office. And he was at my one the other day. And I said, I kind of, near the end, kind of like called him out isn't the right thing. I said, you're going to do 100 deals. And he said, it's not that much yet. I said, you're going to do 100 deals. I said, I know you are. Maybe not this year, but you're going to be doing 100 deals a year very,
It
very
very
soon.
well could be. He's having a tremendous month. Shout out to
Yeah.
Mr. Panate. He's
kicking butt.
got seven closing this month.
Yeah, there you go.
Seven deals. And he's been here on the Daily Dose, sat in your chair here, and talked about his early success in the
Yeah.
industry and the things that he does to set himself apart.
But
So-
I
I
think
love
that
that
every
you-
new
you put
agent,
him out there.
that's the kind of stuff that impresses the hell out of me because it's got this very direct A to B, like, if there's a new agent out there, you could go back to like Steve's podcast and listen to it. And listen, what did he do? Do it.
Yeah.
How
He
come?
did it.
Because it worked.
Right.
It worked.
It's been tested. Yeah, it's been tested and
It's
it works,
tested
right?
and it worked.
Any others? Any other questions, Mark?
What I have right now is what I loved last time. So, guys, we've had, first of all, Russell, thank you. This has been every time you come, every time you and we get to go to dinner and hang with you. And I tell you, it's a privilege because, as we told you when you always ask, and we say every year, who's your favorite person in real estate? It's you. And we honestly say that because we just love you.
You guys are great. And you guys are absolutely great.
You just explode every year. You go above and beyond. But beyond that, you give so much back to the community, and that's what we see because that's what we're trying to do. So if you haven't noticed, we're trying to emulate you as best we can.
Thank you.
to give back to the community.
Thank
So what I want from you though is I want a good exit. What do we call it? An outro. An outro. Sorry, I want a good outro from Russ. I want a good outro to tell everybody like last time. I don't know what you said exactly. It was great though. There was a good good Russell outro.
You know, you said all kinds of, funny things last time, this time, and everything in between. But you just said, if you haven't enjoyed, the last 5
few
days,
you
can go F yourself. And for the agents out there, with My Home Group, great. If the folks out there that aren't with My Home Group, you can also go F yourself.
Honestly, and that sounds like something
we love that.
That sounds like something I would have said.
Yeah.
I'm trying to loosen up a little bit.
Yeah.
And not have, I'm trying to come out of my shell, really.
Yeah.
I honestly think this is going to be one of my better years. I really do. 2016.
I am looking forward to it.
I wake up. I don't wake up early. That was horseshit. I get up around 10, 11 o'clock. But I sometimes wake up at 9, and I'll tell you why. I have a really, really, really powerful bladder. But here's the thing. I'm so happy in my life now. I'm happier in my life than I think I've ever been. I'm happier in my business than I think I've ever been. So I'm having fun every day. And one of the things that I've learned is that if things are going the way they ought to be going for you, you're doing something that's in alignment with your goals and you're on purpose, doesn't mean you don't have trouble. It doesn't mean you don't have problems. But what it does mean is that you're having fun. If you're winning, you're having fun. And if you're not winning, you're not having fun. So if you're not having fun in your life and in your business, then you're doing something wrong.
Change it.
Yes, there's something wrong. Because you go, well, how about customers that won't reduce their price that are overpriced? I have them. I spent 20 minutes on the phone with one today, and he still wouldn't budge. Now, did I get upset? No. He's not come down on the price yet. He will. But I don't care. I'm not attached to the outcome of that. So if you're cold calling, make it fun. If you're calling people on the phone, make it fun. And do whatever you have to do to make it fun. Because seriously, if you're having fun, you'll want to keep doing it. So if you're going out, if you're getting on the phone, do whatever you have to do to make it fun.
And when the results come in, that makes it fun.
There you go.
Right?
And that's winning.
That's winning.
Russell, man, I love you. And I can't wait till the next time you come on for round 3.
Perfect.
Kiss him.
And maybe we can finish off a bottle of Jack that time too.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. Everyone have a great day. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, you can always listen to the podcast, myhomegroup.com/daily dose, or just go on to SoundCloud, check out Daily Dose, listen to every single episode, go back to listen to Russell's 5-part series. Heck, go back to last year and listen to it. Love you guys. Thanks for listening.
See ya. Bye-bye.